The Senate made a big deal out of cutting property taxes, limiting cities and counties on how much they can raise property taxes, but not schools, though. And now the budget passed unanimously by the Senate reduces state spending on education, meaning you and I could pick up the difference by paying more in property taxes. Ross Ramsey is co-founder and executive editor of the Texas Tribune. He is in Austin for us this morning. Good morning to you, Ross.
Good morning. How are you? We're
doing well up here in Dallas. Walk us through this. Are local property tax owners going to be paying more because the state has slashed education spending by $1.8 billion?
The state is taking advantage of rising local property values, and those raise local revenues for school districts, and the state saying, well, if you've got that money anyway, we can spend it on something else. The something else is $1.8 billion this time, so they are relying more on local property taxpayers.
Let's switch off to another big story this week. North Carolina repealed its bathroom bill last week, rather. How's that going to affect the push for similar legislation here in Texas?
It bolsters the business argument against the legislation. You know, in Texas, Republicans are looking at this. Their voters generally want it. Their businesses generally don't want it. They can't get those in harmony. And now the businesses won one in North Carolina. So it's a setback for the sponsors of the bill.
And now a big trial coming up here. The judge did not throw out charges against Attorney General Ken Paxton, but he moved the trial out of Collin County, supposed to start next month. What do you expect to see?
Well, you know, he also said he was going to move the date a little bit. So, you know, Paxton loses home court advantage if it moves out of Collin County. And he's moving further into the political year. It was going to be a May 1st trial. If it's later than that, you're starting to get into the time when other people are thinking about, well, maybe I ought to run against Ken Paxton. It's a bad political change for him.
Interesting. Good deal, Ross. Back to you in just a moment.